If your Buckeye is bleeding, it's gonna see red. Welcome back, it's Brainmuffin with another beer review, and today we have from Elevator from Columbus, Ohio, the Bleeding Buckeye Red Ale. So I haven't had much from Elevator. I actually have met these brewers. It's been quite a few years, but I did meet them at several, the Columbus Beer Fest as well as Cincinnati Beer Fest years ago, back in the good old days. Smells like a red. It actually smells like a homebrew ale. Kind of odd, a bit caramely, almost looks slightly oxidized. But we'll see. Doesn't smell bad. It's got very caramely, kind of a malty tones to it. Got a nice deep red coloring. You see there, a little bit of head on top. Yeah, it's very malty smell. Oh wow, that is very good. Yes, the red ale should have a little bit more malt aroma. They should be kind of red in color, just like that. This one has a little bit of a hoppy kick on the aftertaste near the back, which is pretty interesting. So they don't really say anything about the beer, just about the brewery. Of course, they have pictures of some Buckeye fans up there, I imagine. It's, you know, red and white, which, you know, crimson and white or what, scarlet, I don't even know. It's Ohio State, I don't care. But obviously they're not sanctioned by the university, so they're just those colors, you know, so they don't have any copyright infringements. So 5.7%, 40 IBUs. According to Untappd. And it's very interesting malt characteristics. That's why I look at the bottle, because, you know, 8/29/2017. That might account for the slight bitterness on the back end. What I'm detecting is a slight oxidization. This beer is a few months old, and it's not really meant to be cellared or anything, so it's probably been sitting on the shelf for a while. If it was bottled in August 29, so it's almost 2 months old. So that's not bad at all. That's why maybe it's still a little bit on the cold side. This is also why I say it smells like a really good homebrew, because it doesn't have a characteristic of being professionally brewed. It has this characteristic of being a homebrew that's pretty good. And it's really something that's hard to describe unless you make beer, you're around beer a lot. But many times homebrew will have this aroma that you just kind of know it's not professionally bottled, it's bottled by hand, it's not by machine. It's, you know, there's the smaller batches. I mean, it's hard to describe, but I'm getting that kind of vibe. It does have a little bit of warmth to it, even though it's only 5.7%. Well, at least according to Untappd and on the bottle. And it does have there's this bitterness really late that's almost like a tannin bitterness than a hop bitterness, which could be from the grain, if the grain was boiled a little too long. You know, back when I first got into home brewing in the 90s, that was some of the things that even in Papazian said in his book about boiling grains to get the things out, as opposed to steeping or flushing or anything like that. And it imparted, sometimes it would impart a tannin flavor, which was a bitterness you usually didn't want. In there, and even from that medium roasted grain. Now I can get a red coloring like this, slightly red. It's a little more golden than red, just from caramel malt, and that's what I'm expecting. But there's a real biscuitiness to the aroma from on the head. So it does have some of the characteristics we're looking for in a red ale, and it has some kind of a twist on it. So it's not following the book precisely. This thing would never win any awards, any competitions, because they're a little out of bounds. It should have some malty aroma, but you shouldn't have the biscuity malt, and it should definitely not have that bitterness in the back end. I really ought to get the BJCP guidelines and to have them in front of me from time to time. Yep, and even real early in the taste, it does have this biscuitiness to it that I guess they're going for.
Yeet!
Hurry up.
No!
You're interrupting my video.
Good. Put this in there too, I dare you.
Why are you so hateful?
I'm not. Hi, Tommy.
I'm just grateful the dog's been barking. I'm
Oh
almost
man,
done
I
with
never got any of this apple cider and now it's gone. Oh my gosh, coffee cake. Oh, this is new.
Can I finish up, please?
But I want to interrupt. Guess what? You're going to have to cut this out of the video. But I talked to the new manager about Lane, and like, I think something's actually going to be done this time.
He's the guy that's pestering everybody?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. The guy that made me cry.
Well, do you want to interrupt on camera?
Sure.
Okay, well let me, here's what I'm just describing
We're doing a planned interruption.
Just hold on.
Okay.
So, I just did this biscuitiness. I'm going to start into food pairings, and then you can come in whenever. But kind of let me get back into the flow. So
No, it's okay. It's alright.
Well,
I don't know what I would say.
well, you can just come in and wave and leave, and then I'll put it at the as the after end credits. I put the bloopers at the end.
Well, I mean, if you're in the middle of talking something, then you'll have to re-say what was already said. I need to get changed anyway. Juan and I are going somewhere, so.
Mom's in the bathtub.
Okay, I'm gonna go to my room.
All right.
And then you can do that. Okay, bye.
May I borrow your headphones again? Because we're gonna record tonight. I didn't borrow them yesterday.
Would you not do anything yesterday?
No one showed up.
What the heck?
Eric was on the phone and he kept cutting in and out, so we didn't record. But I'm calling him tonight, no matter what.
I want a game.
In an hour. I thought you were leaving.
Yeah, but we're coming back. We're just going Halloween shopping.
Well, how long are you going to go?
I don't know.
When you leaving?
When Juan gets here.
When's that?
He's off at 7.
So in 20 minutes?
Hopefully.
We might be done. We're only going to record about an hour and a half.
Lucky I don't have to work tomorrow. Oh, I don't have to work tomorrow.
Alright.
Oh. Okay, fine.
Alright.
Going to my room.
Hurry up.
Okay.
Longest interruptions. So we get a biscuitiness that really shouldn't be there, and it's kind of overdone in some ways. And I don't know if that's what they're going for or not. But yeah, it's really got a nice biscuity malt, almost bready aroma to it. So as far as pairing this with food, it's very interesting. Because of that breadiness, I actually want to pair it with grilled meats. I mean, it's like a stereotypical cheeseburger beer. This is probably good on draft as well. So if you're at a, let's say VW3s or something, you get some of their burgers with the onion buns and stuff like that, this would be a perfect match. Instead of drinking that Miller Lite and all that other garbage you guys drink, if you're in Columbus, definitely pick this up. If it's on draft anywhere, definitely buy some. I don't care if you don't like good beer or not. Just support your local brewers. But yeah, onion rings and, you know, messy ketchup and all that kind of stuff. This is the kind of beer to go with that. Most definitely. And given that they have something that's kind of reminiscent of a tailgate party for the Buckeyes on the label, and a Buckeye obviously is a common term, so that's not trademark. So I think the implication here is drink this at your tailgate party. So your grilled chicken and your wings and all that kind of stuff, the kind of the greasy, stereotypical food you're going to do at a tailgate, this will go great with it. I'm going to give it, the biscuitiness gets me and what they're going for. So I'm going to give it a 3.75 out of 5 and check in. So there we go. All right, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for sharing. I've got some more feedback. People like some of the videos we've been doing. Follow me on Twitter as Brainmuffin. Be sure to share this, and also please let me know what beers you want to see reviewed on this channel. All righty, see you next time. Bye. We've got to get a curtain rod. I think we scared them off. Alright, we're doing another test because that was too low. Where's the other thing? Alright, hopefully this is the last test. Elevated music! What was that noise? Hey,